is Lori from Petite Mint on Instagram, and I'm just going to show you this Project Life album that I completed. And this is from the year of 2005 to 2007. I'm going back and just scrapping all the photos that I took or that my sisters took with my camera and I didn't know, and we developed the film, and it's just so awesome to have. So let's get started. At the beginning, we start with a trip that I took to New York. This is my junior year. And this is my first time in New York City, and here I am in Times Square. I had a Fuji film camera, and it would take this is their negatives basically. And so I thought it'd be cool to make a collage out of that, of all the photos, because there's even little snapshots that I didn't actually develop for a full photo, but they're in here, so that's kind of cool. And here are some more photos of New York. And here I wanted to see Stomp, but we didn't have time for that, or maybe wasn't showing anything. And there's some journaling there of the trip. Plaza Hotel, the Trump Tower, which was completely in gold. We were just like, what? And then here I took a picture of the Phantom of the Opera because I was a little upset that we didn't get to sign up for that. The way it was in our high school color guard period, the class was at the end of the day, so everybody that had band, all the band members were able to sign up because all of their classes were before ours. And so we pretty much got the leftovers, which is not cool. But, you know, it was awesome still to just go to New York. Here I am at a Starbucks, and it's a huge deal because at that time, the only Starbucks that we had in our town was this little cart in the airport. A guitar from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and then I think there's a guitar of Johnny Cash. I'm in Central Park, which was actually a coincidence. We didn't get to explore Central Park, but our bus had to stop there for some reason, and we realized, oh, we're in Central Park, so we took a few pictures. And we were on our way to the Empire State Building, I believe, which was amazing. The detail that they put in that building that's so massive, it was just awesome. And some of these, like this is from the Target Dollar Stop, and this my sister gave to me, so I have no idea where she got them. And the bummer was that it was towards the evening and it was cloudy, so we didn't get to see a view of New York City from being up so high, but it was still cool. And then my favorite part of the trip was seeing the Statue of Liberty. I was just completely like, oh my gosh. My husband asks me, like, what's the most awesome thing about New York, was that it's exactly how it is in the movies. There's no lie about it. It's just so, the lights and the people and the energy. It's just awesome. We saw a lot of tributes still from 9/11, even though years had passed, there was still a lot of honor and tribute to the police officers and firemen and everybody that helped. I put shopping in New York City. We didn't actually like go shopping, like buy clothes and things like that. We bought a lot of souvenirs. But it was nice to just explore the stores and see their massive displays. They're just so, wow, like in your face. And then we went to go see the Ground Zero, which even in 2005, there was still a lot of debris and there was a huge crater in the ground. And then this is towards the end of the trip. There's a little story, and my cousin Michelle, she was my roomie, and then this picture was given to me by a friend, and I just put that mustache because it was already silly. Go into my Mardi Gras. It's a spring formal basically, but we call it Mardi Gras. And we really dress up with masks. And I think this is the first dance that Nathan took me to, so he was very excited. To my senior year. This is color guard, and I was in the rifle line. If you're captain, one of the requirements is that you're also in the rifle line. And here I am with some seniors, the lunch crew, and this photo, we stayed up till like 2 a.m. on a school line just making little hair bun accessory things that we actually got compliments on, so by one of the judges of Bands of America, so it was worth it. It paid off. And then my sister, she was our makeup artist, so she was planning a wedding and doing makeup every Friday for about 3 to 4 months for 22 girls. So, but they're most grateful for her, and she was my co-captain. There we are in just a regular day in class. Over here I have photos of the girls all together and what it is when we're just, after performing, we get to chill. And here we are before our competition performances, and here we are critiquing other color guards. And here we are waiting for our scores, which could actually take a while because if you're in the beginning of the bands to be called out or the middle, you have to wait until all the bands are there on the field. So sometimes it could be quite a wait. The sophomores and freshmen, and these are the seniors and juniors, and some girls from the rifle line. In color guard we have little sisters, and so basically seniors and juniors at random have a sophomore or freshman, and you basically help them throughout the year with routines or any questions that they might have, which is kind of cool. Portrait that my sister took of me, and I can tell because that is her hair right there. And we're after a performance just waiting for any critiques from our band directors or anything like that. And I was just so proud because we did perform very well too, and I think we won Best Color Guard in Bands of America for the Valley that day. And here's a picture of one of the color guard favorites. Here me doing a solo. Here's a ticket that Nathan saved from one of the competitions. And here I am, we're doing our last makeup touch-ups, and we didn't have mirrors, and so I used a band helmet to apply my lipstick because a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. Just some more tickets, and one of my co-captains exhausted. We're a senior and we're studying for final exams, and then we're doing our college applications and essays, and then we're a captain, and then you have like AP classes and then practices, and it's just a lot. Homecoming game. I wasn't gonna go to my homecoming game, but my friends convinced me to go to all of my dances my senior year, so we started with homecoming. And obviously we all decided to go in shades of gray and black and pink. This is from my mom. If you don't know what a mom is, then you're obviously not from Texas. So this layout is actually 11 years old. So that's kind of cool to see how I used to scrapbook. Then we go into a trip that we took to Mexico, in Irapuato, I think. And this is one of the trips, one of the first trips that we took after my mom had passed. There we are eating the famous milanesa. And Nathan here, he did not want to take a picture with me because I hugged Greg, but I didn't hug him. And so he was like, why don't you hug me too? And so anyway, but we still took a picture. A photo of this sweet grandma, I'm assuming she's a grandma, making gorditas. If there's a post-it, it's because maybe I feel that the person who was in the picture might not be comfortable showing that publicly. There I am with my sister. We're just stopping to take a break on the road because it is like a 18-hour drive. Here, I will stop this video before it gets too long. This is just a 12 by 12 layout of my sister's, and we're actually at Abundant Life Lights. And it's actually the only photo that I have of that Christmas in 2005, which is the first Christmas we had without my mom. And I'll stop right there. I will go into this layout in part 2. Bye, thanks for watching.